I'm not exactly where you last saw me. Where you last saw me was in the halted stream camp. And since then, I have done a little bit of housekeeping. I have transmuted a bunch of iron into gold. You do iron to silver to gold using the transmute spell. Someone stole my sweet roll. Yeah, that's the story of my life. Yeah, I'm always complaining about someone stealing my sweet roll, especially when I talk to guards. But at any rate, I've done a lot of transmuting, and I figured that that's probably not something that you want to see. I showed you how to do it, and now I went and did it off screen and sold a bunch of stuff. So I'm actually in Merwatch right now, back at home, and I am going to take my gold ore and turn it into gold ingots, but I can't do that here because I do not have a smelter. So I'm going to go find a smelter. And then I'm going to come back here. I could easily, very easily, do some smithing where the smelter is, but I'd like to do some smithing in my own house. So, oh, and I believe that I did do some smithing in my own house. You'll notice that Lydia now has a backpack. So I gave Lydia a backpack, and now she can carry more of my burdens. Oh! And this is not where I wanted to go. I was distracted by talking. But my smithing stuff is over there. And I'm going to come back here. So let's go to Whiterun. I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 last night with my friends. We have a multiplayer. And Brayherd Lord is one of the people who is in the multiplayer. But the controller has the buttons in different places. The controller that I was using for the game last night, I was using the PlayStation controller. And so it may take me a little while to remember not to use the X button, not to use, actually I think it's the B button on this controller, because I'm using a Switch too. But I may use the wrong buttons a little bit until I remember, until my muscle memory comes back for the Switch too. We defeated the final boss last night too, by the way. It was pretty fun. It was that's such a cool battle. Anyway, there's a smelter right here, right inside town.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Okay. I will probably visit your shop. But maybe not right now. At a smelter, you can smelt ore and raw materials into metal ingots, which are required to create and improve weapons and armor. So I'm going to do that. And here's the gold ingots. And as you can see, I have 31 gold ore. And 2 gold ore equals 1 gold ingot. Okay. Now I've got a whole bunch of gold ingots, and I am going to go back home and smith this. I don't usually like competing at public smithies for the so that I can, smith items, because sometimes people are using them. Okay. Whenever I hear the Whiterun blacksmith's voice, I start to feel like she's always right. I will listen to her. I will not ignore her renovations. She is God. And if this ever happens again, she will personally rip my lungs out. That's interesting. I don't have that reaction to her. But, her dad works for the Jarl. Oh, her recommendations, not her renovations. Okay. Yeah. So what are some examples? I'm going to do these gold rings, 2 gold rings. The reason that I'm doing gold, by the way, is that the higher value items, the faster your smithing skill levels up. Ivanova is always right. I will listen to Ivanova. I will not ignore Ivanova's recommendations. Ivanova is God, and if this ever happens again, Ivanova will personally rip your lungs out. It's Claudia. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me that the actress who plays the blacksmith in Whiterun is Claudia Christian? Yes, okay. Well, that was a good one. That was a good one. Thank you. Outside of context, I didn't get it. But then when you gave the parallel quote from Babylon 5, I was like, oh, right. Claudia worked on these games. Did she also work in Oblivion? She was not in Oblivion, okay. But she's in Skyrim, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to go back to Whiterun. I know that I could have just smithed in Whiterun and listened to Claudia, and now I will listen to Claudia. But I wanted to smith in my own house for a change. And of course, I chose the wrong time of day to come here. So I'm going to end up doing a bunch of waiting.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
Okay. I came into this shop one time well after it should have opened, and it didn't even require me to lockpick or anything. And the shopkeeper started screaming at me, telling me I didn't belong there. That's what happens when you go into places after hours. But it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and the door was open. It was so funny.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Okay, this is Bellathor, our Breton.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Take a look.
It's always a little he's a little creepy, I think. Let's see, apparel, I think it is. I want to get rid of a bunch of gold rings. He's got 761 in gold. So let's see. Oh, nice. I was able to sell all of them. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Do come back.
Okay. So I'm going to do a quest. I'm going to finish a quest, actually. And it's not going to be that one. I'm going to put that quest line back up and take that one off because I don't want to do it for a while. So, the most notable female voice in Oblivion was Linda Carter, who played Wonder Woman from the 1970s TV show. She did all the Nord women and Orsimer because prior to the remaster they shared voices with the Nords. Huh. Her husband was the CEO of ZeniMax Media, the company that owns Bethesda Softworks, which made the games. Well, that's pretty cool. I think you may have told me that before. Because I think I recall you saying something about CEOs and all. Now I need to find the head of the Greybeards. I wonder if I have to roam around to find him. I really kind of hate that about this place. Fortunately, he's right there. Thank goodness.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Winkel. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da.
You have passed all the trials, so now we have more
All
trials.
three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfram, now give his knowledge
My favorite line in all of Oblivion doesn't sound quite as hilarious.
your training,
Oh,
Dragonborn. We would speak to you.
okay.
Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Okay, now I've got the full force of that shout. So, you said my favorite line in all of Oblivion doesn't sound quite as hilarious with the new Orsimer voice actor. The way that the male Nord voice actor delivered it was so much funnier. It's a Dark Brotherhood member. Well, we know about me and Dark Brotherhood, but who knows? Maybe I can be persuaded. Let's see, how do I get out of here? I always find this place kind of unsettling. Right. I always get lost in here. Oh. There's gotta be a way outside. Sooner or later. Yep. There's a door. It's not the front door, but it's a door, and it gets me outside. So, choices. I think I'm going to take a cab. I'm going to go to Whiterun. Actually, I shouldn't have gone to Whiterun. I should have gone to the stable. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do something I've never done before. Usually I make this trip along the northern coast.
Need a ride?
Yeah.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Okay.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Winterhold.
Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
I'm going to do a few random things today before I actually get focused. So where's the college?
Trouble? And you're not bringing home any.
And you'd have me do what? Join the college and prance about casting spells all day?
Prance about
Don't just
casting
walk away from
spells.
me. Where do you think you're going?
Uh-oh.
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems?
I bet this one's a frost breather, which is not good news for me because I don't think I have any frost protection. And I'm a Dunmer. You know, I just need to get into the college as fast as possible because
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground?
she's going to give me mage light? That's exactly what I wanted.
I look forward to it.
I could have gotten it from Farengar, but I wanted to get out of Whiterun. So let's see, alteration. I thought it was an alteration spell. Oh,
No
you know
matter
what?
the college will endure.
I'm gonna say
Much knowledge lies with...
I don't know the Mage Light
well,
spell.
if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a
Sure.
mere 30 gold.
Okay.
Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They
No,
also
you-
sell spells.
I think you're giving it to me cheaper.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
It's illusion? Oh, okay. No, it's alteration. I'm pretty sure it's alteration.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even...
Because it's how you, yep, it's alteration.
goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Yeah, I've gotten different spells before. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I got Mage Light, and that was actually kind of fun
Mirabelle
because...
does a fine job as master wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
So, I actually wanted Mage Light because Mage Light is a way that you can level up your alteration very quickly.
No
And I
matter
don't...
what.
Okay. One of the cool things about Mage Light is that you can level up alteration quickly, and then that helps you with transmutation. And I don't want to level it up too quickly. I mean, I could actually level it up to 100 in about 10-15 minutes, but then my other skills will be lagging behind, and my skill set will be unbalanced, and the enemies will scale with my actual level and not with my skills. So I don't want to level it up too fast, but I would like to get a little bit of additional alteration.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course.
Welcome to the
I'm
college.
simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor receive no such treatment. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
I wanted to hear all of that because he's a Thalmor.
Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah. She gave me destruction.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has
Do
been
they
a fixture
always-
in Skyrim for
Do they always
thousands of
give you
years.
destruction robes? Because I've
Prominent
never
feature
gotten
here is the
anything but
Hall of the
destruction in
Elements.
robes.
It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
I'm guessing she's a Breton. Magic. Doesn't like Nords.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Oh, right, okay. So she has a French name, French sounding name, so she's probably a Breton. I was just guessing upon the fact that she...
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly.
I was judging on
This is
more
where you'll be staying.
sociological.
This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Okay.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Yeah, I was going to see if I could get Mage's Light from Tolfdir. Now I don't need to.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentice.
Okay. So I completed
Please
the tour.
don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. That eye looks like the eye in my mage house. Ooh.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Huh.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
I'm not really sure what to think. I think we should learn something practical. Or safety should be more important than anything. I'm not sure I'm a safety person in this game, so let's learn something practical.
Is that so?
See, she agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration?
Okay.
Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go.
Hold on.
Over there, please.
Hold on. I think I need to look at my magic. It's Lesser Ward. There we go.
Just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
Wait, why do I have... I thought I changed. Oh. There we go. I gotta wait for my magicka to replenish. Anyway, I cast Mage's Light. Okay.
You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work.
Come on.
I don't want to hurt you.
Thank you. You
Over
kept
there,
talking.
please. Just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
That's so funny. He talks so long that I ran out of magicka, but I probably should have waited until it got all the way full. So I will wait until it gets all the way full this time in case he starts talking again. Okay.
Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Solstheim nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Okay.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Enchanting services. I like enchantment.
The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor. Until next time.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later when I have some time, because I do want to know more about enchanting.
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's looked upon fondly here.
The Nords don't like magic. He's a Nord.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic is the same no matter where you go.
I'm gonna go somewhere and then reconvene at Sarthal. So let's go back to the stable. There's a couple of things that I want to do in the area around Solitude, and neither one of them involves joining the Imperials, which I'm sure Brayherd Lord would be happy to hear.
Need a ride?
Yeah.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude?
Yep.
Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already know.
That's a lot nicer than Winhelm, which is just a hot mess of a city. Okay. So, I want to go just outside the gates of Solitude. And who knows, maybe I'll start hearing about arrows to the knee. I know they murder Rogvir, or execute Rogvir, whichever you prefer. And I'm not going inside because I don't want to see that yet. I want to see my skill levels first. Alteration is 23. I'd like to get it up to at least 25, if not higher, but I don't want to do too much artificial leveling right now. But let's cast Mage Light on this mountain. Let's see what happens. I don't think I got it. Okay, I need to have I need it to be over just a little further. As you can see, casting Mage Light on I think it's the Solitude Mountain, the mountain just outside the gates of Solitude, increases alteration really fast. This is an exploit, it's not a glitch, and it has never been patched, so obviously the developers don't care that you do this, but it's still not a good idea to use it to the extent that you let your level get way ahead. Well, it depends. Rogvir let Ulfric go, right? He let Ulfric get out of the city after Rogvir either murdered the king or talked to him, depending upon which story you believe. So I'm not particularly sympathetic to the Stormcloaks, but I'm trying to be balanced and give both sides of the story here. Let's see. What I want to do... Yeah, the exploit is because experience depends on how much area is covered by the light. Yeah. Let's see. I think I actually need to roam around a little bit here in these mountains before I can find my next destination, because it's going to show up on my compass. Eventually. I'm looking for a standing stone. There's a camp up there. I really do not like the map in Skyrim because it's pretty useless in terms of like where roads are and stuff like that. It's okay for dungeons. It's not really that great for traveling around in this, in these areas. Oh, I found a road. I should have gone for my quick selection, but by the time they're on top of you, that's not really an option. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of roam around until I see a standing stone on my compass. Looks like there's a house up ahead. Oh! I see a standing stone. One of the things I love about Skyrim is that you can physically do things that you could never do in the real world. Like walk down mountains, which is pretty fun sometimes. Of course, there is this little problem of finding correct paths to get up mountains, but at least when you mess up, you can usually find your way back down the mountain without even taking a lot of damage. Is that a standing stone or is that a shrine? Now that might be a shrine and the standing stone may be further up. Ooh, and then there's storm cloaks. Yeah, this is
Move along.
Statue to Meridia. Okay, well I have found the statue to Meridia, at least. Let's see. Do I have this as a waypoint? No. But at least now I've got some roads. Trying to remember how to get to where I want to go. And it's undoubtedly not through there. Is this all part of the Meridia thing, or is this something else entirely? Ooh. I doubt that I'll make this anytime soon. Yeah, I should probably return when I have more lockpicking ability. Ah, Kilcreath Ruins requires key. And you can't do it by picking it. And it's not on my map. I'm gonna have to come back here sometime. It's not letting me place a marker. I'm gonna move, yeah, I am gonna move a marker up here. Because that's probably somewhere in the vicinity of where I need to be. I don't even remember what Kilcree Temple is. In fact, I don't think I've done it. Oh, that's right, level up's available. And I went the wrong way with that. I'm going to choose Magicka, and I'm going to choose Alteration. Or can I? Wait, I think I can get Apprentice, yeah. And I know that Mage Light is Adept, but every little bit helps. And I do have some 75% Magicka regeneration robes. So that's pretty helpful. Now let's see how I can get back in the other direction and get up to that road that's on the map. Oh, hi, Lydia. It's got to be pretty cold out here. I mean, it's raining and the area is icy. Is this a road? Oh, this is probably just the same road up to the Meridia Temple. Or maybe not. Well, you know, if I don't find what I'm looking for up here, I'll go the other way. But I'd really rather not consult some sources that are out of the world. Like the Skyrim map. It's on my iPad. I think I may have found the Standing Stone. It looks like it's right up there. Question is how to get there. So I'm going along the northern area on this road. Question is, how do I cut back and get to where I want to be? What can I harvest here? Mountain flower. Okay. Looks like the road ends here. I know there is a way to reach it, because I have been there before. And this is one of the things I don't like about Skyrim, is that paths are not clearly marked. And if you have a destination you want to get to at the top of a mountain, there's lots of mountains, it can be very difficult. And you can wander around for quite a while looking for your destination or a way to get to it. And this isn't going to get me there, I don't think. Nope. It's like paths are blocked in this game. And maybe I'm just stupid, but it seems like they make some things unnecessarily difficult. Maybe this is the way. Except it looks like I am hitting the same problem. But let's see. It doesn't look like I can get over to the next jump. Oh, what the heck. I did. Did I get to it? Looks like I did. Okay. This is the Steed Stone. And the Steed Stone gives me like 100 extra carry weight. So I'm getting rid of the Warrior Stone and accepting the Steed Stone. And what that means is that Lydia will have to carry fewer of my burdens. Okay, so I've got the Steed Stone. I've done Mage Light. I've got Mage Light. I've done Mage Light on the mountain. I've gotten to Solitude. I've gotten to Winterhold. And I'm going to go to Sarthal and do that challenge. So there's Solitude. There's Winterhold. And there's Sarthal. And I will now move my marker again. Although I probably don't need to, right? Because I got the white marker. Oh well.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking to travelers.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask you to talk to me. So we're good. At least we should be. Okay. I never can remember my directions. Like, how do you get to places in this game? Oh, this way. I think Sarthal is pretty straightforward. In terms of reaching it. It looks like it's clearly marked with flagstones. Is that like... Oh, an ice wolf. So now I've got 480 carry. And that will do nicely in some of these dungeons. There's a lot of dungeons in this game. Lots of loot. Okay, there's Sarthal, an ancient Nord ruin. I don't usually take the food. Although tomatoes, those, at least in Oblivion, those are an alchemical ingredient too. So let me eat a tomato and see if it gives me any alchemy. It's probably just under food though. Yeah. Restores 1 point of health. What's in here? It's empty. Okay. Okay, before we do this, not that there's anything particularly dangerous right away, but I'm going to save, because I haven't saved in a while.
And here, good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered.
What are we looking for?
Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence.
Okay. I have the money to be trained in alteration magic, but I've also got mage lights, so I don't really need to use the money. I'm just going to be ready and let's go.
Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I'm not so sure we should be here.
As some of you may know, Solitude was one of the earliest Nord settlements of Skyrim. It was also the largest.
You know, there
I'm
might
not
be
so
gold
sure we
somewhere.
should be
By the
here.
elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Solitude.
I'm not so sure we should be here.
This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and the magic they used.
This is
Well,
exciting, isn't it?
are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Berlina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
I wonder if everyone else would be so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors.
It's going to take forever to sit through all this. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything.
Okay, so I'm searching for magical artifacts.
All right, then.
Unfortunately, I have a bunch of arrows telling me where to find them. An enchanted ring. Let me see what it does. It increases my health by 20 points. Oh, that's an embalming tool. Empty urns. Somebody got here before I did. Another enchanted ring. another enchanted ring. And it looks like this one is somewhere. Oh, I got an amulet. Let's see what that amulet does. Spells cost 3% less to cast. It's not much, but may as well put it on.
Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the hammer. I wonder what effect might your spell take.
What kind of spell did you want me to cast? Let me see if a destruction spell would work. Yep. I didn't actually remember for sure, but I thought that was the case.
Well, this is highly unusual and very interesting. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Yeah. Why would it be sealed off? Doesn't seem to be anything important back here.
Speak quickly.
What?
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Hijinks Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
Well.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Hijinks Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Hijinks have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Hijinks have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy. Take care now.
So I just noticed that Brayherd Lord said, for context, he's not saying that Skyrim is different from elsewhere. Oh wait, looks like I need to fight. Okay, let's get my weapons. I really don't like swinging my warhammer around other people. I'm afraid of killing them. But, okay, so for context, he's not saying that Skyrim is different from elsewhere. He's saying that it's different from elsewhere, the home province of the Khajiit. It's a hot province divided between plains and jungles. I don't remember who you're talking about, who said that it's different from elsewhere. And yeah, I do know about the Khajiit home province. Oh, so this is how we get through here. It was blocked earlier before the Hijinks talked to me. Well, not all of these guys are active. Oh, that's
This is simply fascinating.
Tolfdir.
Be prepared to defend yourself.
Looks like they're all dead. Well, they were all dead. But it looks like they're all really dead now. I'd like to take an extra bow, because I'm going to enchant these eventually. And I like to have one that does frost and one that does fire.
I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this.
Okay.
You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all...
Just look at all these coffins. I tend to see lots of coffins in lots of Nordic ruins. This is like my third Nordic ruin. And coffins with undead creatures are pretty common in Nordic ruins. I don't know what it is about the Nords, but their dead are pretty restless. Oh, right. Watch out for that, Lydia.
Hey, be careful.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. This is why I don't like having a melee companion as much as I like having a distance companion. But hey, I've got Lydia right now. Maybe I will get a distance companion in the future. It has been known to happen. Blisterwort. That's a good one. I can't remember what it's used in, but it's used in some potion that I like. Oh, right. Watch out for the plate. I'm gonna save. Why not? It's been a while. And lots has happened since the last save. Oh. Yeah, this is the one that has the puzzle where the answer is right above it. So it's not really that hard, and this one's already set. And then this one, I can't see what's above it. Oh yeah, I can. There, yeah. Okay, I can't see. Oh yeah, I can. It's because that one's kind of a blob. That's making it harder for me to see those. And then I think there's more in here. I missed that the first time and got hit. Okay, let's pull the lever. Yep. I think I'm hearing Draugr noises. There it is. Oh, I see. I went the wrong. Okay. I think before I go up these stairs, I should probably save. I like how they give you little reward rooms periodically. It's like, hey, you made it this far in the dungeon, let's give you a chest. Hopefully I don't have to. Yeah, it's just free. Just got back from chatting with family. How is family? Looked like cobwebs. Family doing all right. Great. There's some sort of magical... Ah! Where is it? Is there any way to do that without getting fried? Oh no, it's this one. This is probably where you use your console commands, I would think. So it needs to be fish, dragon, snake, fish. But here's what happens when I do this. I activate that pillar and it changes one of these. Yeah, it changes the one right across from it. I wonder if the same is true if I do this. Nope. Okay, so what does that one need to be? That one needs to be fish. Fish, dragon. What happens if I do? Okay.
Huh?
So those two are right at the moment. This is going to screw everything up. So this needs to... Oh, that is supposed to be snake. And that's supposed to be fish. But which one does this mess with? It messes with all of them. Uh-oh. Okay. Think about this. I need to have all of them on the one before there. I think 2. So let's see. It activates all of them. But I don't think that one is touched by any of the others. Let me see. Okay. fish. Oh, that's right. Dragonfish is correct. And what's that one? Snake. That's gonna mess up this one. Okay. It's gonna mess up both of those. It's supposed to be snake? Yeah, snake, fish. Dragon and fish. Snake, fish, dragon, fish. I think I can open it. Yeah. I don't really like that puzzle very much.
Thought it high time I caught up with you.
Oh, good. Let's not step on the pressure plate, though. Oh! Ghosts in the storm. I'll just take it. I'm not going to use the alchemy lab yet because I haven't really done anything with my alchemy ingredients. And in fact, there's some alchemy ingredients that I want to plant. I managed to pick up aloe vera. I think I may have already planted it, to be honest. We'll have to see when we go back to the house if I've planted it. But from what I gather, that's a rare find. Okay, there's something up ahead.
Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find something like this. Why is this buried? Huh? I heard something. Nothing seems to work. Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of its power.
It's a good thing I'm a Dunmer. I get some fire resistance.
This is utterly unique. What could this place be? I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
Okay, I guess I'm going to be bothering the Archmage, whom I've been told not to bother. But this must be an exception. What is that thing?
This is simply fascinating.
So let's take a look at that writ of sealing that we got from him. We didn't really get that many good things in this particular area. Let's see. Anonymous letter. Oh yeah, that is actually the quest, right? That's the quest that I did to test the stream, which is the zombie horde. But let's see. There's the writ of sealing. And now I've started the forbidden legend. Okay. Be bound here, Uric, murderer, betrayer, condemned by your own crimes against realm and lord. May your name and your deeds be forgotten forever, and the charm which you bear be sealed by our ward. I'm hearing a word wall. And I'm seeing a chest. Ooh, nice. Some powerful ice magic. Oh, where's that chest? There's that chest. And this is where I'm going to get my good loot. A Welkin Stone. Completely restore magicka. Okay. Staff of Zombies. I'm gonna unload some of this stuff so that I'm not overburdened, so that Lydia doesn't have to carry my burdens. I'll keep all of the Sarthal. And I'm keeping Helgen just because. Okay, I'll just keep the Sarthal for now. And save once again. Make sure everything's good. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Where the candles are. But let's see. There we go. Okay. I need to go find Savosarin.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
If I recall, she's a climber.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of... Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
I don't know.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savosarin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
So it might be something to do with Morrowind.
The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
I don't know if I should reveal that this early.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
Staff of Mage Light added. Usually I just get an amulet. Or something. Okay.
Until next time.
Let's see. I want to go down this way, I think. Yeah. To get to the Arcanium. I spent a lot of time in Winterhold on my first playthrough. I basically set up digs in the, well, in the Archmage's quarters.
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
So, one voice does a lot of different voices.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance?
Oh gosh. Yes, I need to learn
I know
about
what you want.
something.
Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn.
You know, Orthorn's name is awfully similar to Orthon. And we were fighting, I believe, with an Orthon last night in our Baldur's Gate 3 thing because we got an Orthon as an ally. So, never trust a librarian, you say, huh? I wonder what brought that on. How are library studies going? So, doesn't anyone care that Orthorn stole things from the college? I'm going to say, who is this Orthorn first?
He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself.
So, your semester starts Tuesday. Doesn't anyone
Not
care that
enough
he
to
stole?
bother with.
Okay.
Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
I have been delegated to.
Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Ooh, nice. So I got a nice quest. So, well, good luck with the job application. Those federal applications are traditionally pretty complex and pretty specialized. Require a lot of writing. Uh-oh.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthol, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I am well aware. Tolfdir is still in Sarthol, is he? I shall be expecting a full report from him when he returns.
Why? Why does this matter to you?
Something was discovered in Sarthol that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college alone to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
He's so arrogant. He's the reason I hate the Thalmor. Or at least he was the first reason I hated the Thalmor. Because I came to Winterhold very, very early on in my first playthrough. Okay, so... here's the question. I think I'm going to go back to Merwatch for a little bit. The 8 divines. Yeah, but the irony is that the 9th divine was an emperor, so in going against the Empire, you're actually going against the 9th divine. I think I'm gonna go inside the house. I know that a dragon wants to fight me, but... So, you formed your opinion while waiting to be beheaded. I didn't really even hear the word Thalmor the first time. Yeah, I know, this is not the same empire. The current empire is the grandson of a Colovian warlord. But still... I have fond memories of emperors. And I really don't like the Stormcloaks. And I hate Windhelm. So I basically stay out of the Civil War because one side is doing religious persecution and the other are a bunch of vile racists. So the Thalmor killed Okado, the regent who took over after Uriel Septim VII, and his sons were killed because he was an Altmer who wasn't playing along with them. After Okado died, the empire was plunged into chaos until that one warlord took over. Yeah, but it doesn't sound like the warlord was responsible for the fall of the empire. So let's see what we've got here. Yes, I did plant the aloe vera. And I planted the glowing mushrooms. And I think I ate a bunch of ingredients last time I was here as well. Let me check. Yeah. I ate ingredients. Let's see if I have anything that will make for potions. Resist fire. Oh, that's good. Resist shock. That's also good. Weakness to magic. That's the kind of thing that I sell because I just never really use these poisons. I probably should. Spider eggs and all sorts of neat little ingredients around here. But I don't want to get into a big alchemy loop at the moment. I'm really just here to see what I want to do next. Because I can do Shalador, or I can do the stolen books. And to be honest, I think I might like to be a little higher level to do the stolen books because the final fight in that dungeon is a little hairy. I don't remember this in particular. Where is it? Over here. Wait, that's Felglow Keep. Let's look at that one. South of Windhelm. I'm gonna go to the stables. Oh, I can't travel from this location. That's right, I'm inside. Okay. Got in terms of weapons and apparel. Got an ancient Nord great sword. I didn't really pick up a lot of weapons in that last dungeon. Okay, I'm gonna go to Riverwood first. I'm probably gonna have that dragon catch up with me sooner or later. Because obviously a dragon wants to fight me. If it's in Riverwood, I'll run out of town because I really don't want the people in town to get killed just because I'm there. So I've already fought the cultists, and I did manage to drag that body into the river and get it to float downstream. There was a body, one of the bodies of the cultists was right over here. The other one was nowhere to be found when I came through here. Somebody must have taken care of it. That's another thing I could do. I could go over to Solstheim, but just to open it up because I'm not really leveled high enough yet to do that quest. To do any quests in Solstheim, really. Let's see.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Thank you so much for trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Oh, I'm keeping that. Enchanted rings. I'll sell a couple of these. And that, and that, and that. I'll keep the novice hood. No, I'll sell it. And the robes of destruction. I'm not a destruction mage. And the garnet rings, yeah, I know I can use those later to enchant, but I'm gonna sell them. Because I can always make rings. And I've got lots of aloe vera leaves from having planted them. I should plant the blisterwort next time I'm home. And store the books.
Mm.
And I'm not going to buy anything from him now because I'm going to be going into another dungeon. So let's see. My map. Where am I going? Going to the Windhelm stables, right? Yep. So like when they were cutting off my head, I didn't even hear Thalmor because I didn't know who the Thalmor were. So that was... I didn't really form an opinion of Thalmor at all. I heard that some foreign entity was involved in wanting to, you know, do all of this, but I was fairly new to the game and didn't actually hear the Thalmor bit, and it didn't have any significance to me, so I knew somebody was trying to cut off my head, and I knew that they had some allies who were present who seemed to be kind of really more in charge than the Imperials, but I didn't hear the name Thalmor, and it wasn't until Ancano entered my life that I actually had an encounter with Thalmor that had any significance to me. So, yeah, the dragon's not going to follow me indoors, so just go inside and everyone's going to be safe. Oh, right, but like you were talking about me going into Riverwood, instead of running outside of town, just go inside. Yeah. Now where I want to go is up here somewhere. That looks like this. No. Well, is it? A little clumsy, but not too steep to scale. It might be here, though. They were mentioned in the cart. Falmor were mentioned in the cart, if I recall. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I heard it this last time. Oh no. The dragon really wants to fight me. Just let me get to my destination. We can fight later. Morvunskar is where I'm supposed to be. So.
You can't hide from me.
These are novice conjurers. Wrong element, buddy.
You think you stand a chance?
Against fire conjurers? Probably, yeah. Okay. I just knew from playing Oblivion that certain pointy-eared types took offense to the idea of Talos being a god of human origin. I don't actually remember that. So can I survive a bunch of fire mages? I had to down a bunch of healing stuff, but yeah, it looks like I can. Because I'm also a pointy-eared type, but I'm the pointy-eared type that has like 50% resistance to fire. Now, if you start throwing eek, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to be hit with frost until I have some frost resistance, which I don't.
Fire, frost, or lightning, you will suffer at my hands.
Maybe I suffered at your hands, but I think you suffered more at mine. And you can see why I don't like the frost. By how much health I lost. So like the advantage of being Dunmer is that I have more resistance to fire, and the disadvantage to being Dunmer, aside from lords hating me, is that I have less resistance to frost. I'm just wandering around while my health regenerates, and I know that I can cause it to regenerate, but I want to see if there's anything of interest around here. Aside from the place where I'm supposed to go, which I just saw. So it looks like we have emptied out the towers. I find it fascinating that in these games, people just randomly attack you. I mean, it's like, you know, they're doing something and suddenly they attack you just for showing up. That's just Lydia. It's almost like they have something to hide. Okay, I can go in here, but I want to go downstairs where Lydia came up from and see what's happening down there. Not much. Yeah, there's really nothing up there. And then if I run around in here, this is probably where I came in the first place. Ooh, that's right. There's...
All you got?
I like my tough girl, Lydia. Oh no. There we go. Oh, right. This is the way. And there's the door. Okay. So I didn't find anything outside, but hey, I got to run around for a little while. And this is the Isn't Skyrim So Beautiful music. Okay. Frost magic, as you say. Frost magic is the worst for the player to use in the game because there are more potential Nords than any other race. Right, in this game, yeah. It's the most annoying magic for the player to experience if you're not using magic because it drains stamina, while lightning is the most annoying, and in my opinion most dangerous overall, hardest to dodge because it drains your magicka. Well, lightning's always difficult in games. I mean, it's... I'm very leery of lightning because of electrical, because you know, I've played Breath of the Wild, I've played Zelda, and lightning definitely is a problem. It really can destroy you faster than just about anything else in just about any game. And in this particular game, as you mentioned, I didn't know this, but it's also draining your magicka. But I'm not primarily a magic user in battle. I prefer to enchant items in this game. In this game, I'm not primarily a magical user in battle. because there's no targeting system. And because there's no targeting system, it's also very easy to hit your allies in melee combat, and I would think in magical combat as well.
You work the forge.
Why do they need me to do this? We use magic, not weapons. I swear, they're making me do this for a laugh. At least I'm not dealing with the prisoners down below.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about what goes on down there.
I bet Naris gets a kick out of it.
Never should have come here.
Yeah, you never should have come here. It appears. Where's the other mage I killed? Okay. Potion of resist cold. Okay, now we're talking. I think I already have the spell for healing, but let me check. Haha. Okay, that was not intended. Yeah, I know healing and I know flames. I'm just gonna drop these. There's a forge here, but I don't need a forge right now. But I can always use an iron ingot. And I can definitely use iron ore and silver ore. I should probably cast Mage Light so that I can see. Wait, that's right. It's not selected. Okay. That's much better. Smithing increased. Good. I want my smithing increased. I don't really want to take the wine. I want to take whatever potions they have. Okay. They were talking about downstairs. I need to remember to do my short list. I always forget that. I bet there's going to be spiders in here somewhere. These guys drink a lot. and are pretty messy with their drinking. They just, wow. They just leave wine bottles lying all over the place. I'm gonna steal their gold.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, your bad feelings are usually pretty warranted. Some kind of mage over here, a couple mages over here, and one coming down the stairs. Ice mage.
I'll see
Ah! Yeah, it wouldn't be a fantasy Viking land if it wasn't full of messy drunks. Yeah, and these guys are really messy. I mean, it was like... Okay, I should probably do my resist frost potion before I go into that room.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
So let me see what that resist frost does for me. %. Okay. I'm going to save here, because I may have to go through here again, because I don't really have a lot of frost protection. And they have a lot of frost magic. But I can also try to retreat if necessary. Back up the stairs. They got me again. The disadvantages of being a Dunmer. I think I'm gonna make a run for the stairs.
What was
Well, I think going for the high ground was the right idea. But now I've wasted my resist frost. Shalador's Insights. Okay. So this is really the last room. Okay, I found my quest item. Okay.
You're dead.
Apparently not.
Oh. Over here.
Frost or lightning.
See you
You
burn.
will suffer as I have.
Like a bite of dog.
Vampire dust. Well, I didn't get bit. Well, it looks like there's no way out through the back. So I guess you just have to go through the front. Which makes sense, because it's just a minor dungeon. A minor dungeon with frost mages. Who are like so annoying. I'm gonna let's see. Okay. It's getting a little dark. And what was that? Oh, the wine bottles. The messy drunks. Okay. Oh, and I can level up, right? Yeah, why not? I don't really get to do much with smithing yet. I need 30 before I can do dwarven smithing, and I haven't been to a Dwemer ruin yet. So I don't have a lot of that material. Some of those traps pose safety risks for the dungeon. Yeah, I think that that's kind of the purpose of them. So let's see. All right, map. Winterhold. Ooh, the wreck of the Winter War. That should be interesting. I'm gonna have to fight a dragon. I'd like it to be here, because they usually fight you in the courtyard up ahead. Well, they usually fight you in this courtyard, and they just perch on the ledges, and a bunch of people shoot at them, and then you can go do your thing.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poor.
You know what? I forgot to read it first. He's going to take it back, and he's probably going to ask me if I read it. Oh. No, this is the book that he said only he could translate, right? It's pretty cool, though.
Are we clear? Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand? Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two. All right, then.
I still don't really want to go to Felglow Keep. So I guess that nothing really changes at the college until I do go to Felglow Keep. So let's... want to get a quest started. I'm not actually going to do the quest today, and it's not really much of a quest. It is so pretty outside of Whiterun at night with the northern lights.
I've been looking for you.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
This must be the Jarl of Falkreath. Wanting me to become a Thane. If I can complete some stuff for him. Which I don't really want to do right now, but let's see what I do want to do. Here's my map. I want to get over here. I should probably head to the Battleborn farm. It used to be that due to game bugs, this courier would frequently show up without his clothing. It was funny. I haven't seen that happen, but I have seen him come into my house. You know, he has a weird habit of coming into your abode if he's talking to you and then you go into your house. So I wanted to get this on the map because this is the house near Whiterun that I actually want. And yes, it is Creation Club. This home and its surrounding environs is available for purchase. I have had many cherished adventures in Skyrim, but now I am afraid I must leave it behind. The war has made life difficult on all of us, and I fear that the worst is yet to come. I have entrusted the steward in Dragon's Reach with managing the sale of my homestead. If interested, please seek him out. And let's see how much money I have. Not enough yet. But, hey, I'm a few more dungeons. But let's take a look at this. It's got a smelter outside. And a grindstone, a tanning rack, and a workbench. I'm not going to steal anything because I don't own it yet. Oh, and of course a smithy. So I've got everything I need for smithing right here. And it's in a beautiful location. I have not seen the inside of the house. I've never been in there. I have not looked it up online to see what it looks like on the inside. But somewhere around here, it has a garden outside, an outside garden. Might be in back. Yeah. So there's a garden that you can plant stuff in. It's got cabbage, potato plant. So those seem to be food ingredients, but I can also plant alchemy ingredients, I'm sure. And it's just really nice. And these are the blue butterflies. No, that's a Luna moth. There's also a lot of ore just outside Whiterun. So I'm actually working on making the money to buy this place. And I've got it as a waypoint on my map. And this is why I have no desire to buy the house, the really just horrible house inside Whiterun. The house inside Whiterun is a lot like the house in Breville in Oblivion. It's like just, ugh. It's like a bad motel. Okay. Yeah, the biggest problem with the house in Breville is that it's in Breville. Yeah, but then there's just the house itself. It's pretty bad. But yes, I now am looking towards buying this Tundra homestead. And I'm pretty sure it's got to have like an alchemy lab and an enchanting, table and all that neat stuff inside. And it's got all of the smithing stuff outside. And I will start working on my smithing soon. But let's see. Now that I've done Shalador's Insights. Wait, the Forbidden Legend? That sounds fun. It is fun. I will do that later. Actually, I'm gonna take a trip. I'm gonna go to Morrowind. At least get it as a place on my map. Because I don't want to do Felglow Keep tonight. Okay. I've already been in here, so I've already heard about...
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you told me what you think of me.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor. Mages in a burial crypt? No good can come of that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's see. Yep, this is the way.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gallon.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here.
I don't even know how I got here. I actually believe that. But I can't tell him that. Because my character doesn't believe it. How can you not know how you got here? You sailed here, right?
It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. If you've been listening to me, I'm not going back there. Look, I'm sorry about your troubles, but I've got to look out for myself. I'm not going to risk it.
Okay.
Well, a man's got to make a living after all. Fine. We'll cast off immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
So, he's reluctant to take you the first time, but then he takes you for free whenever you want to go back. Yeah. And I'm in Raven Rock. And I'm about to hear about the virtues of House RELEVANCE.
So, this is Raven Rock, eh? Not all that much to look at.
Oh, that's true.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House RELEVANCE. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think. I'm not sure what.
He's actually remembering a lot more than he thinks.
Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, and when House RELEVANCE took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House RELEVANCE's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced.
Okay, a little bit of character history here. My character was born and raised in Cyrodiil and has long family roots in Cyrodiil. So, I'm going to ask a very stupid question. What is the city of Blacklight?
How can you have Dunmer blood in your veins and have no knowledge of Blacklight? It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. We don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmer needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
So basically, the Argonians are the Narn, right? They want revenge for their enslavement But they also want to expand. Would that be a
Captain
correct?
Gjallant does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
I'm gonna get off
we
this
were
ship for a
delayed
minute.
by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, have the supplies you requested.
Here's the one I want. Okay.
Box one. This load must be done with
So this is a temple, but I can't remember. I don't want to talk to the. I don't really want to talk to those guys.
Headed east. May want to give the Tel Mithrin a wide berth.
The area of Solstheim has all of this ash around it because of the eruption of the Red Mountain in Morrowind, and it blew far and wide. This is Severin Manor. I'm not going to go in there right now. Got some exotic plants. Oh. They don't really get a lot of the traditional plants in Solstheim. At least not in this region. The Ashen region. And this is the Earth Stone.
That they have forgotten.
The second counselor was
Here do we toil.
mentioning. Here do we toil.
That we might remember.
Huh.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Wait, I recall. That makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
So Mirak's been dead for thousands of years, according to Neloth.
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there. Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
And when the world remembers.
When the city of Vivek was destroyed, it took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
So he cares less about the people involved than about him being able to
They have forgotten.
him being able to find out what's going on here. He's got sort of a scientific fascination with it. I suppose I could find the ship, but I can also just click this and go to Skyrim. Find myself back in Windhelm docks. And go back to Mirror Watch.
Oh.
Huh? Probably one of the things that I'm going to do in between streams is I'm probably going to do a bunch of grinding for ore. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I do not want frost. It's a frost dragon. Not exactly my strong suit. Is Lydia like out there fighting it? Nope, she's inside. Let's see. The Arcane Enchanter. I've got this this ancient Nord battle axe of cold that I can disenchant. And this. And this. So now I can enchant health, magicka regeneration, or cold attacks. And let's see, what kind of loot have I got? I should probably start thinking about enchanting things and getting some alchemy ingredients that will enchant things. One thing that I think I might do between streams is to go not only do a smithing run but also to do an alchemy run to start buying up alchemy ingredients, but at the same time I think I want to get that house, so I think I'm going to save up for the house first and then start buying up alchemy ingredients and do smithing, but I might also do some smithing or at least ore collecting, so that I can create gold rings, which will elevate my smithing, and then go and sell the gold rings, which will give me money. And eventually, probably by next time, I will have, more money. I won't buy the homestead off stream, but I might have the money to do it, and I might be a couple levels higher depending upon what I get as a consequence of all of this. And I'm going to work on my alteration a bit so that I can more quickly regenerate the magicka when I cast alteration spells. So that's kind of my plan for right now. And I think that my character has earned some sleep. So we're going to go to bed. And save, and when I wake up, okay, so I'm just standing here now that I've woken up, and I will save and quit the game for the night. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll have a little bit more focus next time on the Winterhold quests, but I will also try to do some stuff, some grinding off screen so that you don't have to get bored with all of that. But when I start doing important things in the grinding, like developing the alchemy that develops the enchanting, that develops the smithing, and so on, that sort of alchemy, enchanting, smithing loop, I will, kind of demonstrate that and do that on screen, at least for the first time or so. And eventually I'm going to have some pretty powerful gear and some pretty powerful potions. But that's for next time. Okay? Actually, it's not for next time. It's probably for a few times in the future. But I'm going to stop streaming, and I will see you later.